are you embracing Occupy Wall Street?
I do. I embrace its spirit and its smell.
Its smell. What does Occupy Wall Street smell like?
It smells like a rough crowd. Lots of young people. I was there once myself. I'm 68. I have faint memories.
Yeah.
I remember the civil rights marches that I was in the Deep South. I remember the anti-Vietnam War stuff that I participated in as a college student. I have memories. What Occupy Wall Street says to me is they get it. They get that somewhere between Wall Street and K Street, the system is corrupt. Here's why. A big check gets first in line. Everybody else is out of sight. This country is not fair at the top.
That's the bottom line. I couldn't agree with you more. What is the response? I mean, you were down there a few times?
I have. I was the first guy to go down there.
First guy to go down there?
Yeah.
What was the response and what did you find?
Oh, they beat me up badly. I'm a Republican and a conservative by nature. But we had a good day. I listened. I didn't give a great speech. I didn't come to talk. I came to listen. And I liked what I heard. Their solutions are different than mine.
Sure.
They think we need more government. I think we need better government. Big difference.
And you're walking the walk on your message about getting big money out of politics. You won't take a donation to your campaign above $100. We know what that's done to a campaign. You just can't survive that way. But what would you like to see done about campaign finance reform specifically in this country?
Well, it must be constitutional, and the battle is 50 years old between liberals who want limits and conservatives like me who want full disclosure. Right now, we have neither. I would do the following 3 or 4 things. Number one, I would have a 48-hour reporting period. We live in an electronic world. Number 2, I would have full disclosure, no exceptions. Number 3, I would make PACs equal to individuals, whatever that limit is, $1,000, $2,500, not twice as much as it is now. Number 4, I think super PACs are illegal. Number 5, I would separate lobbyists from check giving. You can do one or the other if you're a registered lobbyist. You can bring an idea or you can bring a check. You can't do both. And finally, I would have criminal penalties in the law. I would make campaign reform the first issue in America. Our country's headed in the wrong direction, and it's done so deliberately by the biggest and the brightest because they have the power and control. Somebody once said, I think it was a Brit, power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. Washington, D.C. is corrupt. You know, I'm the only guy running for president who's been a congressman and a governor. I'm the only guy running for president who's built $1 billion bank with no bailouts and no help from this lousy, corrupt government. I saw bank reform last year, and I said, buddy, you owe it to your family and your future to stand up and say something. Bank reform. Too big to fail is still the law. Glass-Steagall is still defeated. No increase in capital ratios, and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac still exist. It's a disgrace.
We were talking about this earlier this morning. Why does too big to fail still exist? What's the reason? We had this crisis that shook us to our core, and yet it's still in place and bigger than it was
Let me
before.
give you a word. Money. Cash. You know who the biggest corporate giver from the financial world was 4 years ago? A little firm called Goldman Sachs. You know who the largest corporate giver in America is to politicians in Washington? General Electric. Have you seen their record? No one went to jail. GE made $5.4 billion last year and didn't pay one damn penny in federal income tax. You know why Occupy Wall Street is there? They can read and they can smell. Something stinks.
Yeah.